Welcome everybody. Welcome to another episode of On the Mic with Michael Flix. As you can see, new location, new setup. Part of Dream Radio now, man. I'm really excited about it. Part of a new team, a new network. We're doing new things over here, man. It's gonna be a lot of dope content coming your way still. I'm here with a very special guest. Been trying to put it together for a minute. I finally got my guy here. The great Thomas Marcus, man. I got you in the building. How you feeling, bro?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I've been seeing you online going crazy with the dunks, looking like you back a hooper lately, man. But we're gonna talk about everything, man. We're gonna talk about it. How you been, man?
I've been good. Just working out, getting ready to leave in May, late May, early June. So
okay.
Still haven't committed yet, but just been working out, getting ready.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's take it all the way from the beginning, man. I first saw you on a basketball court. And I think I saw you on a fast break dunk. I seen you windmill a fast break dunk. And I asked, was it full time? I don't know who it was, but I was like, who is that? He was like, you remember Thomas Marcus, right? I was like, yeah. He's like, that's the same kid. I'm like, oh, okay. I thought he was a football player. He's like, nah, he played both. So I think that was maybe your junior year.
Yeah.
I think. And you were at San Diego High, right?
Nah, I got to San Diego High my senior year.
Senior year, okay.
And then junior year, I was at Horizon still.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you started high school at Horizon?
Nah, freshman year I went to Point Loma, then I transferred to Horizon sophomore year.
Okay. What was the reason for the moving around?
Point Loma, that just wasn't. I feel they weren't gonna get me like out, like, you know what I mean. Like Horizon was like a lot of love, and like they were someone who cared for me as a person, as my future. Point Loma just wanted me for like the meantime, and then after my junior year, Horizon shut down. So then I had to find a place to go, and then San Diego High. I grew up with Jaden, my cousin, and Coach James knew my mom personally, and he was like, we had a whole sit down conversation. He came up to we had like a barbecue or something, and then he was like, I promise I'll get you out. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like all I had to do was do my part with school, and he had the rest. Do my part with school and the field, and he had the rest. So.
That's cool, man. That's dope that you were, you know what I'm saying, you're able to come across that. Not everybody has that story. You see a lot of like talented people, guys just as athletic and as talented as you, that kind of end up just falling by the wayside because they didn't kind of have that support system kind of built in, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And so like I said, I seen you on a basketball court dunking, and then I look at your football highlights, you mossing dudes catching touchdowns left and right. Which sport came first? Was it basketball or football?
I grew up playing both at the same exact time.
Okay.
Like, football always just came natural to me. Like, I never really considered myself a football player until probably, I say, in my sophomore year. Like, basketball was something like I wanted to do. I wanted to be in the NBA instead of the NFL. But football just always came easiest to me. And, yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Football, I don't know. It's just, ever since I had football thrown to me, it just came natural to just catch it. And, like, the routes, like I've always been good at running routes. I've always, like, I ain't always been the fastest, but I have speed. Like I'm not slow, but I can move.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Football was just something that just came easy. Basketball, I feel that's a sport where you can't slack off at all, and like that's something where if you don't get in the gym every single day, then your shot's gonna change up.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I hear. And so what age were you when you started playing both?
I started playing football right during flag, so like 5 years old, and then basketball, I went to the YMCA like when I was like 5. I played both ever since, but crazy thing is my uncle thinks I'm best at baseball. Like I grew up playing baseball too.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's who knows me the best, like my athletic ability.
Mm-hmm. You say your uncle?
Yeah, my uncle.
Okay. What's his name?
Jonas.
Shout out Uncle Jonas. Okay.
Yeah. And then he's the one, he tells me like every single day, you should have been a pitcher. You should have been a pitcher. And like, that's just something like I can look back at, but like, I can't do nothing about it now.
Right. You know what? I've noticed that about, you know, it's common for guys like you that are like, that dominate in multiple sports and are super athletic for you to just be good at every sport. And I think about my little brother, Derek, who, he was one of the top defensive backs in California in 2009. And then my little cousin, Stephen, who ended up making it to the NFL. They both played baseball as kids. And just like you, like your uncle said about you, in my opinion, they were best at baseball. Yeah. But I think kind of what happens with that is like guys like yourselves who are super athletic, I think I think baseball doesn't like lend itself for you guys to really display all that you can do.
Yeah,
That's
like
what I think it usually happens.
like baseball, it's really boring to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I play center field and pitcher, so like I'll just be in center field just chilling. Like the ball comes to you like 3 times a game,
Mm-hmm.
and if I'm pitching, that wasn't boring to me. Like I like having control in the game, and like I like striking people out. I like having the game in my hand. Like,
Right.
I like that in every sport though, football, basketball, baseball.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, center field and hitting, that wasn't my thing. Like I could hit all the way up until like 7th grade. In the 8th grade, the pitchers started coming too fast, and I was like, I'm straight. So I was just gonna be a pitcher, like in high school.
Mm-hmm.
But junior year, I had to focus on 2 sports, and that was football and basketball. So
I hear you, bro. That's literally the same exact story as my little brother. He played baseball all growing up, like stealing bases left and right. Could hit. He played every position really, and then I think in 5th or 6th grade they moved him up. He was in 6th grade and they moved him up to play with 8th graders, and he could still do everything, steal bases and everything. He just couldn't hit, and I think that like shot his confidence, and that kind of steered him away from baseball. I think.
yeah.
How
The thing
old?
about me,
Oh, my bad. Go
like,
ahead.
I just didn't like getting hit by pitches, and like I felt like I got hit by a pitch. Like if I was really going up to bat, like I'll get hit by a pitch like 1 out of every 3 at bats.
Yikes.
I was like, I'm good.
Mhm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I was straight.
I feel you. So how what grade were you when you gave up baseball? Was it pretty early?
So I played my freshman year. I played my sophomore year varsity. I played my junior year.
Oh, okay, I didn't
but
know
I
that.
didn't take it as serious. So I was just like, I was just a pitcher and center fielder, and then, but I batted like, I like say like 275, close to 3, but I just gave up on it like in the middle of the season. Like I would just, like my love wasn't there as much like as it used to be. So I didn't give up on the team, but like
Right.
I didn't care for it as much.
Mm-hmm.
So and then I stopped when I didn't play when I got to San Diego High.
Got you. And did you win? I know as a senior at San Diego, you won CIF for football and basketball. Did you win any championships before then?
Oh nah. Oh yeah. I won CIF in my junior year for football,
Okay.
and then my junior year for basketball we
Really?
lost
Oh, okay.
to Patrick Henry.
Okay.
Like 2nd, 3rd round.
Okay.
And then sophomore year we were garbage in football. We
Mhm.
went 2-8, but we almost made the playoffs. If we wouldn't made the playoffs, we would have won because our division wasn't strong. But we played super good teams on the regular season. So sophomore year, we definitely would have won.
Mm-hmm.
And then basketball, my sophomore year, we had a really good team. Like we had all the pieces, but we just weren't like together as a team. Like we weren't really a team. Like
Mm-hmm.
everybody would just want to like do their own thing.
Mm-hmm. And so, and this is a quick sidebar. I just thought about this right now. I've seen you win championships. I've seen you like get crazy dunks. I've seen you like hit threes in people's face. And I don't think I've ever, up until like literally 2020, when like I actually got to like meet and interact with you, I don't think I had ever seen you smile or show any emotion.
Yeah, that's
Where does that come from? Is that from you just always being like dominant and it's just not a big deal, or like where does that come from?
Nah, I just never really showed emotion. Like I never showed, like I'm just not an emotional person. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's something like with the Oakland Soldiers. Like they would just think I don't care about basketball because I would never like show no emotion. Like I just play nonchalant. Everything I do really is nonchalant. Like I'll literally go dunk on somebody super bad, and I'll just run back on. Like I'll just
It's
walk
real.
back on defense.
No, I've seen
I
it.
don't
Mhm.
like I just don't show. Like I don't really get hype like that. Like when you know me personally, you know I'm like a goofy dude. Like I'm real. Like when you get to know me personally, I feel you get to know the real me.
Mhm.
But like I don't know. I just don't like showing emotion. Like
Would you say you're pretty guarded or what? So do you not like to show emotion, or are you just not an emotional guy? Or a little bit of both?
It's not that I don't like to show it, just don't like. I just don't.
Things don't really phase you.
Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you. Because I remember, and I had noticed it before then, before the championship game your senior year. But I remember when the buzzer sound, I forget the little white dude that used to like hustle around for y'all and hit the threes and stuff. But I remember he like grabbed you, because I think he was a senior. No, he was a junior. But I remember he grabbed you and tackled you to the floor, and it's like everybody's going crazy and you just chilling.
I mean, my senior year.
Yeah, I'm like, this dude looked like a Dame Lillard when he hit the shot, just chilling.
Yeah, but they dog piled me, and I was like,
just chilling.
yeah, I was just chilling. But I mean, that was some my going to CIF for football and winning it in basketball at San Diego High. Like probably like so far in my sports career, probably meant the most to me because football at San Diego High, they didn't win any games the year before I came, and then me and Jaden became my cousin, and I feel like the culture just changed when we got there. Like me, Jaden, and Raiden, I feel like we changed the culture, and like they went from like not having any confidence to win anything like ever, like for a lot of years.
How was that getting there for you? A guy who's used to being dominant, a guy who's used to winning, and then you show up and it's these guys who like kind of don't take. What was it that they didn't take it as serious, or that they didn't expect to win? What do you think?
Well, I feel like they didn't take it serious. Like
okay.
They didn't take it serious. There was just not people who were motivated to do anything. And like once me, Jaden, and Raiden took over the program, like I feel once they seen us doing our stuff, they were like, we got to, like we have to. And then practices just went different. Game day, I told Coach James, like right when I got there, he showed me a schedule. I was like, we're going undefeated, I promise you. And then we went undefeated, and then we lost the championship. So yeah, we didn't finish it all the way, but that changed the culture. They went the next year and won the whole thing. They won state.
Your senior year?
Nah, the year after I left, I was in Arizona. They won state. That's when they won state.
Oh, okay. That championship, okay.
Yeah. So, and then basketball. I mean, Baz, that's a really good coach. Like Coach James and Coach Baz are really good coaches, good dudes. He's someone who Baz is someone who lets you do his thing, but he's gonna coach you once he sees you doing the wrong thing. And like that's the thing I really appreciate about Baz. He let me play my game and like let me lead us like in my own way, and I feel like that's where like our togetherness came. Like they see me doing something, and then they would just like, it's not they would follow me, but like they would just
follow your lead.
Yeah,
it's okay to say that, bro. It's okay to say that.
Yeah, they would just follow my lead, and then like I feel like I just brought the swag to San Diego High, and then like ever since then they've been successful in every single sport. Like I'm really proud of those dudes over there.
That's what's up.
And that's my hometown school. Like I went to Roosevelt. And then I was supposed to go to San Diego High straight out of high school, but I ended up going to Point Loma. So it was really good finishing my senior year there.
Got you. And so coming out of all this success in your senior year, was there football was your main sport, but was there ever any question about whether you go play football or basketball in college?
Yeah, there was a lot. I mean, basketball, until my junior year, that's what I wanted to play in college. Like, I was like, I'm a basketball player. And then Seattle University came, and then
for football.
Basketball.
Okay.
Yeah, Seattle University came, and then for basketball, we were at a San Diego State tournament with Baz, and then they came up to me after the game, San Diego State, and I was like, man, I'm already like locked in for football and stuff like that. So I think they contacted me after the game, but I was just like, I'm straight. Like I'm not a basketball player no more. I just play for fun. So after that, like that's when I knew I'm like a football player. Like you can't tell, like you're not gonna be able to tell me anything different. That's what I want to do for my future. Yeah.
And so you committed to what school out of high school?
Arizona. I committed. Arizona. Yeah, that was the first and only school I committed to. You know, but the thing is, after I committed to Arizona, a lot of schools try to get me to flip my commitment, like the day of signing day, like a lot of the Pac-12, like Washington, Oregon State, they all try to get me to flip my like on signing day to sign with them instead. But I had to stay solid to Arizona because they showed a lot of love like throughout my whole senior year.
And stuff. Then did you go out there for a visit and everything like that?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
went for my visit. The visit was super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always like have a lot of questions about that because I mean I played sports and I mean people have heard me talk about it on the show. I played sports in high school, but I wasn't a dude that was like heavily recruited or anything like that. And so and I mean on my football team, nobody on our basketball team got recruited like that, and only an old lineman from our football team got recruited. And so like, of course you have friends and other people in your family that like have the stories like that, but just when I have guests on the show, I like to ask about that stuff like that because it was stuff I didn't get to do. And so you played 1 year at Arizona.
Like a year and a half. Yeah, I stayed there. I played that whole season, and then I left that summer.
Why'd you leave?
I got dismissed because of grades.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
And then now I'm finished. I finished up. So after I left Arizona, I had to finish up school. Like I had to take up. It's been a long, long journey. Thank God Corona happened though. Like I had to finish 2 years worth of classes at a junior college. So now I finished that up this past semester. So now in May, I get to leave and commit where I'm going, and that's where chapter 2 starts.
Nice. Talk about if you don't, mind if you don't mind talking about it. How was it? What did it? How was that feeling getting dismissed due to grades? How did that feel?
Yeah, that's something I've never felt before. Like that, it wasn't even like I was hurting myself. I was hurt like the people who supported me and like supported me throughout my whole journey. Like I just felt I let them down so bad, and like my parents, my mom especially. Like when I called her, I was hurt. Like just seeing her face, and like when I told her, and then I called my dad, my uncle. They like they had the most opposite reaction to what I thought they were gonna have. Like they were so supportive. Like they were like, "We're gonna get through this. Like there's nothing that's gonna break us." Like they know like the capability I have, and like I was the first time college student in my family, so I didn't go to them for nothing because I didn't go to them for like advice because that's why I really messed up though, because I didn't go to them for advice at all. Like I didn't when I was struggling with school, nobody knew. Like not even my closest friends. Like I would just tell nobody that I was struggling with school.
And were you struggling because like you were a little bit unfocused, or was it a little bit difficult for you?
I just definitely unfocused, but I just didn't like.
Just weren't applying yourself.
I wasn't worried about school. Like that's something I really learned though. Like I've never been good at school since middle school though. Like I've never applied myself to actually like learning, and that's something like I regret because that's a lot of offers that were left on the table because of my grades. The only thing that saved me to go into D1 is my SAT score. So I had a 2.3 out of high school, and I barely qualified, and then I got a super high SAT score, and it made me eligible for certain schools. So yeah.
That's dope. So you come home, and what junior college did you finish your stuff up at?
My mom. So my mom was like, "You're going to a junior college where they don't have a football team, so they can't recruit you." To like persuade me to play JUCO, because she just wanted me to stay safe, like healthy.
Right.
Because she knew schools were gonna come. Like, so I went to City. So that's right by San Diego High. So I went to City. I would have to go to in-person classes, and everybody at San Diego High seen me. Like I didn't really like let it be known that I got dismissed from Arizona. They'd be like, "Aren't you supposed to be at Arizona right now?" And then I feel like hearing that every day, because I would see somebody new every single day, like tore me up inside, and like that's what motivated me to like, all right, yeah, I gotta get right back. I gotta get back right. And yeah, I ended up going to City. So
that's good that it motivated you, man. Because I mean, I'm 32, and so I've seen like friends, other like top-notch athletes from my time, and just over the course of me limited, because I've always been around sports, and just seeing other athletes. There's been a lot of people that have had that same story and have to come home and see. I went to school up in North County, so it's Palomar up there, and so they'll be at Palomar, and it'll be with people that they was in high school with a couple years ago, and it's like, I thought you supposed to be at Miami, you supposed to be at Colorado, and I've seen them it eat them dudes up, and it kind of made them go the other way. Like they keep partying and keep hanging out, and they kind of never get back to where they were supposed to go. So it's dope to hear that, you know, you use it as motivation and not the opposite, man. That's really dope.
Yeah.
That's really dope. So you haven't, I'm pretty sure you haven't figured out, you know, where you're going next.
Nah, there's a few. I mean, I have offers, but I just haven't committed nowhere because I haven't been able to go on no official visits. And last summer in Arizona, that was the only squad I went to go visit in high school. So I didn't really know about no other schools because that was my dream school growing up. Arizona.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So I was like, right when they offered, I was like, I'm going to Arizona.
There's no option to go back?
No, they got a whole new coaching staff and everything.
Okay.
They all broke up. But, yeah. So I got Portland State, Wazoo has, like, we've been in contact, Morgan State, and then basketball, Cal State Northridge has been on me heavy. Like, and I just made a workout video for them because right when I don't have my film from Senegal High no more. And then the thing about football is I don't have my film from Arizona because right when they dismissed me, I couldn't get on my Arizona film.
That's tough.
Yeah, so I never recorded it because I was like, it's always there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's been a lot of schools' issues is me not having my tape from Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of them have to just go off my high school highlight tape.
You got something clicking, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. Have you been given consideration though to Northridge to play basketball though?
Yeah.
Don't air nothing out you don't want to air out, bro. If you don't want to talk about it, just tell me you don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, Northridge, is Coach Van Houten. So he's been in contact with me heavy. Like we talk almost every day. That's a big decision coming up that people don't know if I'm a football player or basketball player right now. So
that's part of the reason why I wanted to have you on the show, because I was pretty sure you were still doing football just as a hunch.
Yeah.
But I was curious myself. That was definitely one of my questions to be like, so what's up, bro? You playing both? Like, which one you playing? Like, what you doing?
And then Alabama State, they are someone who wants me for both. So Morgan State wants me for both also. They want me for football and basketball. So I don't know. I mean, that's something to consider, is playing both in college, but
that'd be dope.
I know football, that's somewhere I can go far.
Mm-hmm.
If I stay committed to football, I feel like that's my ticket to going pro for sure.
You think you pretty much answered. I was going to say, you think you'd be a better pro football player than a pro basketball player?
For sure.
Got you.
And then the crazy thing is, I was in this little Filipino league last week, and they literally offered me to go play overseas, like right now. Like they said, go get your passport and go play overseas and go in the PBA. I was just like that was just something like that just caught me.
That'll be there. That'll be there. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Because once you get paid, then it's no more college.
Exactly.
That'll be there. Don't do that right now.
Exactly. Yeah. So they were like, you can go play in the PBA right now. I was like, I can't. I gotta finish. I gotta play out college.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then that's something I can go back to.
Exactly.
Like, that's nothing I'm in a rush for right now.
Mm-hmm. And then also another thing. I mean, people kind of sneeze at it, but there's a lot more, like more and more basketball opportunities being created here in San Diego with the Guardians and the TBL, and then you got Eric White and the Chula Vista Suns, and you got Abe Mulhazy and the San Diego Kings. So it's more and more. It's another team out in the San Marcos, the West Coast Breeze, also in the TBL. It's more and more, as far as basketball is concerned, it's more and more stuff popping up for the guys who kind of have to, I don't want to make it sound like a bad thing, but for the guys who have to go the JUCO route and then it kind of doesn't pan out for them, like they don't get another chance after JUCO, there's all these opportunities here in town popping up left and right for guys to continue to play and also to make money, which is really cool.
Yeah, super.
Yeah. I think that was all I have for you today, man. Anything else you wanted to talk about? Let your fans, let your people know. Anybody you want to shout out or anything like that?
I want to shout out my mom. That's my support system. That's my backbone. I thank you for everything you've ever done. I love you. That's really it.
The moms are everything, man. I'm a big time mama's boy myself. The moms are everything.
Yeah.
But that was all I got for Thomas, man. It's been another episode of On the Mic with Michael Flix. I appreciate you guys tapping in. We'll be back next week. Have a good one.